What is up everyone, and welcome back to Timbecon Turning, and welcome to this, the first silent Woodturner explained video where we take a look back at the prior long-form video and break it down into smaller, bite-sized pieces. What we're showing off in this video is a 3-point bowl, which is actually quite a tricky project. To get a bowl with nice even points, the blank needs to be a perfect cube and it needs to be mounted in the lathe going corner to corner. Having even one face of your cube slightly out will be enough to throw everything out of whack, so accuracy is really important. Combine that with the fact that you'll basically be cutting air throughout the entire project, and you've got yourself quite a challenge no matter what your skill level may be. Work holding on this project is done in 2 stages. The first stage is between centers, where it needs to be mounted perfectly from corner to corner. During this stage you will form the outer profile to a pleasing shape, and you'll also add a tenon to prepare for the second setup. The second stage is holding the blank in the scroll chuck, where you'll begin removing the waste from the center of the bowl and hollowing it out. The overall process is not that much different to a standard bowl, though the constant interrupted cutting towards the points make it very difficult to not only gauge your progress, but it's also really hard on your tool's edge. So if you're not one to constantly sharpen your tools throughout a project, now may be the time to start. As you can see, the tool is really getting pushed around due to the interrupted cut, so for a bit of extra safety, Colin has a live center pressed into the blank to help reduce the risk of the blank shifting in the chuck. Once he's removed the bulk of the material, he can then pretty safely remove the tailstock to gain better access and begin shaping his final form. The bowl scraper is the next tool to get a workout, and this can actually be a little bit tricky with a 3-point bowl. The thin walls and interrupted cuts can cause a terrible amount of chatter and vibration, but somehow the wood artist has made it look easy and there is no signs of any drama here at all. What a legend. Once the interior is hollowed, it's time for a quick sanding and a finish to be applied. In this case, he's using a product called Aussie Oil, which is just a rub-on finish similar to Danish oil, but it's also completely different at the same time. We'll be doing a video all about our favourite finishes and how to apply them very soon, so stay tuned for that one and maybe subscribe if that sounds interesting to you. Now, depending on who you ask, there either is or is not a safety issue being shown here, so extra brownie points to whoever can tell us what that is down in the comments below. Go on, you know you want to. The final thing to do is remove the tenon. To do this, he uses a simple homemade jam chuck, which allows him to flip the bowl onto the drive side and use nothing but friction to drive the workpiece while gently removing the tenon. Like a lot of things, there's many ways of doing the same operation, but this one works, it's simple, so why change it? It should go without saying, light cuts and extra care is needed when doing this if you don't want to throw the workpiece off the lathe. Once there's just a small nub of a tenon left, it's time to remove it off the lathe and sand off the remaining portion. And there we have it, a very simple looking but somewhat tricky 3-point bowl completed in just under 90 minutes on the lathe. Now if you want to see the extended version of this video, there will be a link to that in the description below, and like always, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and maybe leave us a comment down below. Anyway, that's it for now, so thanks for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.